All right, we're going to make some calculations with line segments in circles and how they intersect. And in order to do so, we're going to break down each of the cases and build some equations, nice and simple. Let's go ahead and read what it is and let's break it down. If two segments of a circle intersect one another, so we have two segments that are going to intersect one another at a point, then the product of the lengths from the point on the circle to the intersection point for one line is the same as the second line. Okay, so let's break that down just a little bit here. Okay, it says that the product of the lengths from the point on the circle to the intersection. Product means that we are multiplying, okay? Okay, and then what we're looking at is the points on the circle to the intersection. And the thing that is, it is the same for the second line. So let's break that down a little bit. All right, so on this first one, it says the product of the lengths from the point on the circle to the intersection. So let's look at A to P and P to C. They are on the same line, and the product of the lengths of the point on the circle to the intersection. So A to P is the length of T, and the product means to multiply, so times U, is the same for the second line. So T times U is the same thing as V times W, because this length times that one. So from the circle to the point of intersection, from the circle to the point of intersection. So we have a formula for that. T times U equals V times W. Now let's go to the next one. You're going to notice this one is a little bit different, and that's because this involves secants that are originating outside of the circle. Okay, and so let's go ahead and look at this one. The product of the lengths of the point on the circle to the intersection. So you'll notice on this case right here, we have kind of a weird looking length because the intersection is P and this segment only goes there. So that is X. However, when I go from this length all the way out there, it involves both of them. It involves W plus X. So we have X times W plus X is the same as Y, that short length right there, times the same thing, Z plus Y. Okay, so the short length times the whole entire length, and then again, we have the short length times the whole entire length, okay? And then we've got the last one, which is a little bit more complex, or it looks a little bit funky because you'll notice that there's a tangent there and it only looks like there's actually one thing taking place, and there is, okay? So we do have to have that nice equation that's very similar. So we go the product of the lengths from the point on the circle to the point of intersection. So once again, we have Y, the short length, okay, times the long length, which again is Z plus Y. Okay, but because we have this tangent right here, we're going to end up counting this one twice. So that X right there is going to get counted twice. We're going to say that this is from A to P, which is going to be X times X, or the tangent squared equals to Y. That's going to be a terrible color to use. X squared equals to Y times Z plus Y.